Hello everyone, George here, and as you can see, we are back on F1 Clash as always. And today we are on our mini account and we are gonna be playing the final round of the Spanish Grand Prix. Unfortunately, on my main account, my final round, first of all, we did make it to final, and it was ruined by two disconnections, which was honestly devastating, as we've been aiming to get at least a top 15 finish, but I believe we are gonna be finishing around top 30, maybe top 40, because basically this week and 3 points that you get in disconnection, they don't affect your Grand Prix that much, and basically you are gonna be scoring anyway like 10 to 15 points, so it's not that big of a loss. For this one, I'm gonna be using Mick Schumacher at level 5, Albon at level 6. As for my tune, well, basically this is the only tune I have. I have unlocked a couple of parts, but yeah, I have nothing else to use. So I did play my first 6 races. We are currently in P22 with 202 points. I don't believe we are gonna be getting a top 10, but we can at least finish between 11th and like P20 to P25. So let's get into it and let's see where we are gonna finish. So race 7 is gonna be around Mexico. The good thing is that even if you are using, let's say, Series 1 and Series 2 drivers in your junior Grand Prix event, you are gonna be getting a decent qualifying sessions. I'm not really sure how this works, especially that the recommended series for junior tier is Series 3. So Mick is Series 1, Albon is Series 2, but I do have them at a decent level, let's say. We're starting currently in P11 and P16. I'm going for a split strategy. It is a one-stop strategy as well, as I'm using a 5.30 something seconds pit stop time, which is a lot. And yeah, look at this, man. You can just see our Mick on the soft compound is having a very difficult time to overtake, and your rival just cruises by cars. And I believe we have a decent amount of cars in front that are gonna be on the hard compound. And we are gonna be going for 3 laps on softs with Mick and then switching to hard tires, and we're going for 5 laps. As for Albon, we are going for our 5 laps at the beginning of the race, and we are boosting the entire stint from laps 6 to 8. So there is a massive problem within the game. First of all, medium tires are the reason you are getting, let's say, crashes or spins around some tracks like Melbourne, like Spain, like Canada sometimes. And the reason is the medium tire, the one that was introduced this season, is bugged, I believe. Because if you're using softs or hard tires, you don't get spins at all. And we are gonna be seeing that in the final race of this Grand Prix, because it is gonna be around Spain, where there is a couple of places where you can get a spin, and if you are unfortunate, you are gonna be crashing. For this one, Mick is currently in P7. He's gonna lose a lot of positions, as the average pit time stop with service is around 7 seconds. But a good thing is that he is out currently in P16, and we are gonna be picking up some positions here. So we carry on with the problems this season, and overtaking needs to be adjusted 100%, because it doesn't make any sense that an AI car or your rival can keep you behind him, and you'll be currently boosting on the soft compound, and you are gonna be stuck behind those cars which are on hard tires, which is mentally or logically not possible. And this needs to be fixed. And honestly, last season, the overtaking was amazing, where if you are on the soft tire and you are about to overtake a car on the hard compound, 99% of the time you are gonna be able to do that. But the only, let's say, the only time when you couldn't, let's say, overtake that car on the hard compound is when the game just wants you not to overtake that car. It's bad RNG simply. And for this junior GP tier that I'm currently playing on the mini account, many members of my community, of my small community, let's say, have been asking me to focus a little bit more on these Grand Prix, as for the time being, champion tier is just ridiculously hard. And you can see top players, like I can imagine those players who got the platinum frame last season, and they are qualifying in the back of the grid. So basically there is literally no advantage, and they basically grinded the game for literally nothing just to get a frame around their picture. So many things need to be changed, starting with fixing the crashes, fixing the spinning, fixing the overtake. And one of the most ridiculous things I've seen is the change of the amount of coins you need to pay to upgrade, let's say, Series 12 drivers from level 1 to level 2. I believe it was 28 million. I'm not really sure about the exact number, but currently it's plus 50 million coins. It's higher than 50 million, which is honestly crazy, as my entire budget on on my main account is around like 39 to 40 million. Not really sure about the exact number. So we managed to get 33 points in this race, and yeah, Grand Prix is looking good. Onto the final race now, which is gonna be around Spain. It is a 50% chance of having a wet race, but I don't like wet rain. Doesn't really affect the qualifying session I'm getting during these let's say races in these low tiers. It is P10 and P14. We are going for a split strategy. I'm using the medium tire here with Mick, and we're going for 4 laps, going for 5 laps on the hard compound with Albon. Basically we're going for 4 on mediums, then 4 laps on full boost with Mick, and then we're going for 5 laps with Albon on the hard compound and switching to softs and boosting to finish. So we continue about the discussion. The good thing is that I did manage to reach the final round in the champion tier, but the problem is you are always starting from the back of the grid, which is basically with the servicing. In some parts of the game it is good, but on the other hand it has big disadvantages, because if I want to service my car, the pit stop time is gonna be a minimum of 5 seconds, or let's say 6 seconds, because I'm gonna be using then a fast pit time stop setup. So add to that a couple of seconds for servicing, so it is gonna be up to 5-6 seconds. It doesn't matter how much exactly. But the thing is, if you are already starting from the back of the grid, and on some tracks you need to go for a 2-stop strategy like Baku or France, because you do need overtakings. And with a series 1 or 2 or 3 with a series 12 driver with a level 1, 2 or even 3, and you are gonna be qualifying in the back of the grid, and basically there's literally no point of like going for the champion tier Grand Prix, or at least if we want to have a fair experience or a fair gameplay, at least like close the champion tier GP, or at least reset the league progress, and we can all start from the bottom. So we can all start from rookie league and make our way up to Legends League, and just open the junior tier for everyone, new players and old players, and basically everything would be perfect. That's my only thought. That's my personal thought about this. I'm not really sure if some changes are gonna be made to the game in the near future, but yeah, we definitely need some updates to fix a lot of things within the game at the moment. So as you can see, Albon is already up into P4 after going for a longer stint, and he's about to pit for a new set of soft tires, and you can just see that it is gonna take like 7.5 seconds to change tires with service, and that's gonna cost you a lot of positions. And surprisingly, my drivers are, let's say, strong comparing to AI cars in front, which makes me think that I believe in champion tier you are facing maxed levels AI cars. In contender it could be around like level, let's say level 6 epic drivers. In challenger it could be like level 4, and in junior it is all level 2. But to be honest, I'm not really sure about this, but that's how it looks, because if I'm using a Series 12 driver, let's say if I went to Junior Grand Prix on my main account, I would have got a 1-2 every single race, which is crazy, I know, but that's just how the game is working at the moment. You need to stop like raging. I've seen a lot of players who are just raging, and which is honestly, you don't need to rage, because it's not worth your rage. And I don't believe that this season is gonna be up to, let's say, the expectations that we had. As you can see here, we are about to finish our race. Mick is finishing in P4. Great move here from Albon, squeezing the Ferrari car, finishing in P5, and we are gonna have 41 points. And let's see where we currently are. So after finishing our Grand Prix, we are currently in P14 with 276 points. If we finish in P14, we are gonna be getting some decent coins, at least more than what we paid as an entry fee. So that is gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I love having these conversations with you. Let me know down in the comments what you think about Grand Prix events, about all the changes that were made during this season. And I'll see you tomorrow for the rewards on both of my accounts. So until then, stay safe and peace.